Morning to you. Hawkfanatic.com is brought to you by Patrick Eads and the staff at Deary Brothers Ford on Mormon Trek. Steve Anderson. I haven't got any sleep. This is hard for me. Steve Anderson, Hawkeye Title and Settlement. My Sea Keys for Cars. GT Carr and his crew at Supple's Building and Remodeling. Supple's Flowers, home of 1-800-800-ROSE. Also, the Midtown Family Restaurants. Harty and Stocker Jewelers, 101 South Dubuque Street, downtown Iowa City. Diamond Dreams Sports Academy, Senior Benefits. Premier Automotive in North Liberty, the Oxyoke Inn in the Amanas. Streets Maintenance, Dr. Lance Forbes, Diamond Dental in Cedar Rapids, and Big Dog Tech Solutions. Here's Tom Suter and Pat Harty from Hawkfanatic.com.
Thank you for that heartfelt introduction, Captain Steve.
Very welcome.
Got some water there or something to get the sludge out of your throat?
Yeah, I got it. It was a rough night. I didn't sleep. And,
sorry.
But I'm here at my post.
You are?
I'm here being as professional as I ever have been.
Yeah. It's good to see you.
Hi, Pat.
I overslept. I slept. Well, I looked up and it was 8:26. I usually wake up between 5:30 and 6:30.
Yeah.
And I didn't get to bed. I mean, the game, obviously, I was, by the time I got home and I looked up, it was maybe 12:31. But yeah, I was shocked that and today's garbage and recycling day, so I had to get all that stuff out. And looks like it's going to be a nice day. I mean, it's, what's going to be in the 50s?
Yeah, 52.
That's
almost perfect for Halloween.
Yeah, actually it is. I forgot it's trick or treat night.
Yeah.
I'm not right. I'm gonna shut down the lights and hide. Well, I started doing that when I had dogs because I tried to do it the first couple of years, but every time the knock on the door would come, the dogs would bark, and Lakota had to be. You know, when you're doing the exchange with he had to be right there, and it just got to be annoying. You know, he just sniffed.
Whoopsie.
Just had to be. It all had to be about him, you know, and I just couldn't deal with it anymore. So we quit Halloween. I lied to the dogs. No, it's not Halloween. Those aren't trick-or-treaters out there.
Well, we dress Wopsy up, so
yes,
she's part of the festivities.
I ain't doing that. Lakota wouldn't have let me do that. Lakota's not going to let anyone dress him up.
Dress him up like John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah. Well, he loved the trick-or-treaters and everything, but he wanted candy. He just wanted to be a part of every single knock on the door. It never ended. I'd be like, guys, you know, you'd try to tell him it's the same thing, but just, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. So,
well, they are dogs.
You're right.
Fairness.
Yeah.
You're right. But I also don't want them, you know, eating any chocolate candy either.
They can't eat any kind of candy.
I mean, a little bit, you know, a kid could have, hey, here, take a bite. You know, I just don't. And he would have taken it. So chocolate's not good for him. Yeah. But yeah, I'm glad the kids are going to. Now, I did hear you guys say that there's a chance for rain tonight.
Or
that's what they said yesterday.
It says a slight chance.
For,
between 9 and 1.
Oh, they're done at 8.
So then it's over, yeah.
They're done at like 8:30, aren't they?
8.
Isn't it like, 5:30 to 8, something like that?
Yeah.
So, but, yeah, God, I got home last night, and, you know, when you turn on your YouTube and you see your selections, without ESPN and ABC, this is crap.
No Channel 9?
No channel. No, none of the ESPN channels. The National Geographic channel, there's like 9 of them.
Oh, yeah. What got me,
and we're going to get a $20 discount.
They were supposed to go till midnight, but YouTube TV's thinking, here's the deal, and I do believe that this is the case.
Well, YouTube says they're promoting Hulu.
Disney, yeah.
They're promoting their own stuff.
Yes. Yeah, and that's what YouTube has said.
And
they're trying to raise, rates for us so that you'll go to their site.
Yes, and I agree. Exactly. That's not fair.
Yeah.
No.
No, it isn't fair. And
they're going to have to get something figured out.
Well, it'll come.
But I hope they get it by this weekend. I would like to watch some games. You know how many games that means?
This happens every football season. There's fights with somebody.
Financial greed.
It happens every football season.
And the minute you switch to another service,
it's fixed.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Didn't you just switch?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't have ESPN.
Although now the good news is I don't ever watch Sports Center. I don't.
I'm talking games.
Yeah, I know, but I don't watch SEC games very often.
I mean, I watch
Big Ten's on Fox and Big Ten Network.
Watch a few. I mean, if it's Alabama playing, you know, I mean, there's some SEC games I watch, but it's just not having any of the ESPN channels is kind of silly.
It's unfortunate, but
I mean, if you switch to another service like Hulu or something, they get in a fight with Fox.
No, it happens every football season.
Yeah, and it happens with every service.
I know.
So
like I always said, I miss the
people
old
are going,
days.
I'm quitting YouTube. Go ahead and quit it, but you go to one channel and you'll lose CBS. What I thought though was really vindictive of them is they know that Jimmy Kimmel now it's like a big thing for ABC, and it's getting really good ratings. So in the middle of Channel 9's newscast last night at 10:15 before Kimmel, they just cut it. It was gone.
Well, now when you turn on your TV, like this morning, I turned it on. The first thing you see up there on the little catalog is ESPN, Disney channels have all been removed.
Yeah.
They give you this little black box with the writing, and they're telling you. So it was just weird. I figured it out though. I'm like, okay, because there had been these commercials that had been playing. You know, go to something.com to stop this, to prevent this from happening, and that's when I put two and two together. I'm like, oh, great. So. It's just, I'd rather have something like this happen in the dead of summer when I don't watch.
But that's why it doesn't happen.
I know.
Because people don't care.
Yeah, so. So do you think it'll last through this weekend?
One weekend.
Yeah,
it'll be fixed next week.
I think it'll be fixed Monday for Monday Night Football.
Because SEC's hurting. It's not helping them.
No.
I mean, I know it's not going to stop the flow of the money they already, but it's ultimately they could lose some money off this.
Yeah, and YouTube TV is the most.
Is it more watched than Hulu?
Yes. Yeah,
because it is
quite a lot.
Isn't Hulu basically the same thing?
Yeah, with some channels they don't have as many channels, and it's not as user friendly as YouTube TV. No, YouTube TV is the king of streamers.
Yeah, other than, like I said, other than having to go up and down, it's pretty.
Yeah,
it's pretty easy, and but yeah, it's just, you're right though. This happens every year, and the more channels we get, the more this is going to happen. That's why I miss the old days, sitting in front of the TV, changing the knob to the 3 channels. Don't you miss those days?
No.
I saw a guy with a post, I think it was on Facebook, said, this is so simple, just get an antenna. You get ABC Channel 9, no problem, and it's free.
I never watch those channels anymore.
I don't either.
I'll watch ABC National News with, what's his name, David
Muir.
Every once in a while I will. But that's it. I don't.
Coming on the air at this moment.
And what's weird, have you ever watched the 5:30 news from start to finish? Do you realize how many freaking commercials are in it?
Yeah, and they're all for like bladder control and.
Well, they'll come back. He'll come back. He'll do a 30-second little news thing. Yeah. Then they cut to another 2 minutes. Come back. He'll do like a minute. Then it's just nonstop commercials.
Yeah.
But that's about, other than sporting events, I don't watch anything on the 3 major networks anymore.
I watch the local news.
God, I can't remember the last time I watched the local news. Do you watch the local news?
Never.
No.
It has been decades.
No, I watched them.
Literally decades.
The last time I watched the local news, I think it was Bruce Awney and Denny Frary, like in the 90s. Seriously.
Yeah, well, that was in the 90s.
Yeah.
No, I think Conrad Johnson was Channel 2's weather person.
Russ Van Dyke.
That was in the 70s.
How about Russ Van Dyke at Channel 8 in Des Moines? He was a legend. He was an institution. Russ, do you remember Russ Van Dyke?
I know of him.
Yeah, he was a very popular TV guy in Des Moines for years. Like, he had a cabin.
I think he did he did commercials.
He had a cabin up at Clear Lake.
He did. We ran commercials for Channel 8.
I've told you this before, but when you're 7, 8 years old, you see a guy that you're used to seeing on TV all the time, and then you see him sitting on a dock at Clear Lake. That was I'm like, wow, that's Russ.
It's a good gig.
It was weird. I go, that's Russ Van Dyke. And I didn't realize that he had a life beyond just being in front of TV. It was kind of interesting. So, all right, on to the Hawks. I turned you guys on when I was driving, and Suter was building up Ashland like I was getting ready to face UConn, and I'm sure
I was just giving their record over the last.
Yeah, but
it's Division II.
I mean, Iowa could have won that game by 90 if they wanted to. I mean, that team had no height.
No, they didn't.
And I'll give Jan credit. You know, Ava Hayden, she 14, 12, and Jan pointed out but basically Jan said, well, she better have dominated. That team didn't have anybody.
No.
They looked like their tallest player was like 6'1", 6'2". I mean, they hung with them for the few opening minutes, but you knew right away this thing was going to be a mismatch because Iowa's just a much better team. Division I's much better than Division II and what have you.
I thought we were in trouble when it was 2-0, didn't you?
No, I never did think the game was going to be that competitive.
It wasn't.
As far as the thing that stood out to me the most of anything was Emily Rodriguez's ability to just get her own shot. I don't know whether she starts or not. She's going to have to play a ton because I think she might. I think she seems to be their most gifted offensive player.
At least from one.
I mean, it was only one game, but
game.
I've watched her at multiple practices this summer too. That's how she plays.
No, she's good.
That's just how she plays. She's one of these. Give her 2 or 3 dribbles, boom, she's going to come up with a shot. Either a leaner, a runner in the lane. She made a 3.
And she gets to the rim. She gets
to the rim.
3 threes, didn't she?
I can't remember exactly. I know she made her first one. I left the stat box at home.
I got it right here. Emily Rodriguez, 3 for 3.
So and the first one was when the game was actually somewhat competitive, and Chit Chat's quickness stood out obviously, and she's definitely a floor leader. I do think perimeter shooting is going to be a problem, but teams are just going to sag off her, and she's going to have chances to make. You saw she took that 1-3 from the baseline and aired it. That's just not a part of her game right now. That's how she's going to be scouted. Teams are going to sag off her, try to not let her penetrate. And I'm trying to think anything else. I mean, Hannah, she just 23 and 9, but I didn't even think she even played that. Most of her baskets were just easy layups on
they were
quick little spins because that team didn't have any personnel to keep up with her. Addie Deal struggled early. She did have some nice moments at the end, and I think Jan was happy to see. Addie seemed tight early on.
She did.
She was over-penetrating.
But she did have 5 assists.
That's what I pointed out. She had 5 assists and 4 rebounds and whatever. But, yeah, you can't really gauge much on this. It sounds like Tegan Mulaney, she tweaked her ankle. Doesn't think it's going to be serious. Chit Chat was just cramps, according to Jan. So hopefully they dodged a bullet there, like Jan said. And then they start the season against Southern on Monday, and I'm guessing that's going to be a boat race.
I would think so.
I think they're going to thrash them.
And, what do we get, 49 points in the middle with Layla and
and they
Hannah
got 58 to 27. It's just you can't really gauge much on what happened on the front line because that team just had no personnel to keep up.
Well, it was clear that was the game plan, and they executed it, and it was ugly.
They were talking to Emily Rodriguez, the largest crowd she's ever played against, and the arena was practically barely half full.
Yeah, it was about
half. But she'd never played against that type of crowd, or would in front of that type of crowd. But man, she's going to be amazed when. Do you think it'll be close to full on Monday for Southern?
It'll be a little fuller.
I'm guessing last night they were between 6 and 8. I'm guessing Monday they'll be maybe between 8 and 10.
I would say 8 and 10.
Yeah. So
maybe more.
Yeah, we'll see. It depends on. I'll tell you what though. Parking was a problem. I talked to one of the parking people, and he said he was just being chastised by Iowa fans because they all found out. I guess unless they have a place like you, there's no free parking anymore.
I don't know. Well, the ramps and stuff are free.
No, they're not. Last night they weren't.
They're not?
No, according to this parking attendant he said, my God, he goes, I had a guy threaten my life. He goes, this has just been.
What do they expect him to do?
Oh, that's what I think he was saying. Because I know the guy. I've known him for years. He's a super nice guy, and he's just like, this has just been a major cluster.
What about Lot 43 at Kinnick?
That's where media parked. And only media and permit. Everything was permit. Like I asked him, well, what about the stuff west of the baseball field? He goes, permit. He goes, the only places to park right now are ramps, and they're charging. And he said people would. So all these times before, all the parking has been free?
See, I don't think so.
So, but no, he just, and it's going to be a cluster. When you have a massive space like that under construction,
yeah,
it's just going to be a difficult parking winter.
Eventually it's what they say the other day, 1,200 parking spaces in that ramp.
Yeah, he claims they're going to build another ramp, another one not far from it. You're going to have 2 more ramps coming up. And What else did he say that was interesting? And hopefully I don't get him. Well, I'm not saying his name. So he also said that the hospital wants Kinnick in the worst way, the property. Have you heard that?
Well, they've wanted it for.
I mean, they want it in the worst way.
Yeah.
They really want it.
Yeah.
They want the Hawks out of there.
Yeah, they ain't going.
Oh, no, I ain't going, but it is making me. I'm thought about writing something about this.
Okay, but
Making me wonder though if Iowa maybe should have 35 years ago went west.
Well, there was talk that.
Oh, I know there was.
As
That's
you
what-
remember,
When I moved up, that talk had just sort of subsided because they had just agreed to renovate Kinnick for millions.
okay, but they don't need it really. When
But they
they've got,
want it.
They've got North Liberty now. They've got Coralville.
No, I get what you're saying,
Yeah.
but there's a massive thing just right across the street from them, and they want it.
Yeah.
And I don't have any dog in the fight. I just there's just getting to be less and less space to maneuver around
for
there,
sure.
and it's going to be worse moving the future. I do wonder if there are. Now, a lot of the people that made those decisions 35 years ago aren't working anymore. Some are dead. But I do wonder if they're ever going to regret that. That's all I'm wondering. I'm not criticizing, but it's just going to be just a bunch of ramps and
yes, it is.
I don't know.
I think the lot that we tailgate in is going to be a ramp.
Hello.
Hello. Weren't they thinking of first putting that way out there by where the WSUI towers used to be?
Sort of in that area where the other university.
all the
things
stuff
are.
on the Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Yes, that's what they were thinking of doing. That's what they should have done, I believe.
And that's what they should have done. And then they go and do all that new stuff on the Kinnick Stadium, so now it's going to be difficult to get out of there.
Well, they're not going
And
to
then
now.
you got baseball over there where you can't even park if they have a 3 o'clock game. You can't even park anywhere around there because nobody lets you around there until 4:30.
Yeah, I mean it's an issue.
So it's a mess.
It's a
I
hospital.
noticed there weren't very many students there last night.
No.
It was an exhibition on Thursday night.
Yeah, there were more
Then
than
the
there
one
were.
elevator broke down.
There were more than there that were at the exhibition last year. I think.
But still,
a
it
fair
was a
amount.
Thursday night.
Yeah.
An exhibition, and so how did everyone get up? How did people get out of the arena?
Well, they sent them up to the north elevator. It's the south elevator that was broken, so everybody was sent up to the north one.
Oh.
So if you just parked right outside, you had a nice long walk.
You need the
So
steps.
everybody went over and went up the north one, and the south one was broken. This is the second time that elevator's broken down.
Where'd you park?
I parked right out by where I could get off of the south elevator and just walk.
Oh, so you had no trouble finding a space?
Well, I paid.
Oh, you paid. Okay. Yeah, okay.
But I'm wondering where are they going to put the handicap parking for the wrestling and for the men's basketball?
Well, that guy called you, John Murphy. He called you, and didn't he sort of explain it? Because he called and he offered to give rides, and he was willing to give you a ride, Karn. What was his name? John Murphy.
John Murphy.
He called Tom after our show the other day, and somehow we got a hook because he says that's what he does. He drops off people who park in the handicap, and yeah, he's got some type of shuttle service, I believe.
He's a good guy.
Like those golf carts.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He just said he'd be willing to help. But no, it's going to be a cluster over there. I mean, that thing under construction is a massive amount of
Yes, it
space.
is.
And I still don't even have my tickets for. I've ordered men's wrestling, women's wrestling, men's basketball, women's basketball. I don't have tickets for any of those things yet.
Well, it should have been. Do you have a smartphone?
Are you waiting
I
for
have
him
a
to come in the mail?
smartphone, but I asked all mine to come hard.
Well, maybe you have to
my
go.
smartphone is not
You might have to go
owned by
pick 'em
a
up.
I had to go
person.
pick them up for the station.
Yeah, you probably have to go pick them up, Karn. I don't think they're going
Well,
to mail
that's what
them.
I've had to do. I've had to go in there and pick them up.
Yeah, they're not.
There
I
you
don't
go.
believe they're going to mail them to you.
Well, they said if I don't get them in the mail, that come in, they'd run them off for me.
Well,
There
it looks
you
like you
go.
better come in.
So I
And
better go in today because women wrestle on Sunday.
yes,
Yeah.
and then the women's basketball is Monday, and
It's on
the
Monday.
men's basketball
Men's
is
on Tuesday.
Yeah.
God, it's going to be so freaking busy.
So we're up a creek without a paddle.
Well,
Yeah.
And where do we park for the men's in the wrestling? Over in that lot 75?
I have no
I
idea.
have no idea. I have purchase parking for all year, men's and women's basketball, and pay ahead of time.
Now, nobody asked me anything about purchasing parking for the men's.
Uh-huh.
They did for the women, but not for the men.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. It's a problem.
I may be sunk.
Nah, you'll figure it
You'll
out.
figure it
I'll
out.
figure it out some way.
Yeah.
Okay, well, all right. We'll see you guys. Have a good Halloween.
All right, you too. I mean, you can always. How much do Ubers cost? Maybe $10 or so. 15.
Never taken one.
I think it's cheaper sometimes taking a cab.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I don't believe I've ever taken a cab in Iowa City either. Can't recall.
I took a cab once, and it was fine.
But yeah, it's just going to be, you're going to have to be patient. But I think with Karin, she just needs to go there and get her stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can get over there now and get in and out of the arena. Now, if you park, you got to worry if you park illegally. Those attendants they're always looking to they're always looking to ticket whoever they can because it's revenue. And I think a ticket over there now is $16 for illegal parking.
Well, how much does parking cost over there at the ramp?
I don't
Less
know.
than that, isn't it?
I don't know. Every time I park, it's free because I have a pass.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't know. That new ramp is nice. It's convenient too. And where we parked, like the media last night, we parked just in the parking lot just north of the new ramp. So it was pretty convenient. And I didn't leave my house till about 5. There was no traffic. I mean, there was no traffic at all.
No, there wasn't.
And yet there were still parking issues. And that was basically half the crowd that's going to be there for most of these games. So, but just got to deal with it. Progress, parking ramps and roundabouts.
Yeah. Pave Paradise put up a parking ramp.
And a roundabout.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure. He kept saying that the second ramp was going to be right where we were standing. And we were standing just beyond center and right field of the Iowa baseball field. I don't think there's room for another ramp there, is there?
I don't know.
I don't think there would be. Maybe I misunderstood what he said, but he said there's another ramp besides the one that they're currently building that's going to go up right in this little area, and it's amazing how crowded it is over there now. But, I mean, the big thing, too, is you're just losing significant amount of tailgate space.
For sure. Yeah.
I don't. They never looked at. They don't look at tailgating as
they should.
worthwhile. They don't.
They should, though. It's a major part of the whole
It is part of the
flow
experience.
of money.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Because I do think there's some people, if they couldn't tailgate, they wouldn't go.
Well, a lot of people.
Listen, when they took over the West Lot, it told me they didn't. They took over the West Lot, and then they wouldn't let you park on the hill because your car was going to, for some reason, go
down onto Riverside Drive.
Yeah. Yeah, for some reason it would just tumble down Riverside Drive. And when they did that, I thought, they really don't give any credit to the tailgating. I mean, and they've done tons of things to try to kill it. That think before you drink crap that they did for years, and they've done tons of things to try to kill it. I don't think they respect it at all, even though seriously it helps bring in $100 million into this community every freaking
Remember
year.
Think Big, the 1995
Yes, I do.
football logo?
Yeah.
That backfired, and because they just got throttled by Ohio State, and a lot of the media people Think Big is now and Hayden kind of talked about how he was sort of happy with the way the team came back in the second half, even though it was 56 to, I think it was 96. It was 56 to nothing at halftime or so. But Hayden got really pissed at the media because there was a bunch of snark. Think Big has become Think Small, all these snark. And he at his next press conference, he goes, "I didn't come up with that Think Big logo. That was Ricky Klatt. That was marketing. That wasn't me." It was funny listening to him because he was pissed at the media.
How about Let's Get Mad Again? Did you like that one?
Well,
no,
that was good. Yeah, let's get mad until
he got mad.
And
No,
then,
I've never really been into, what do they call those things? trademark battle logo. What is it?
Slogan.
Slogan. That's the word. Logo is actually a print product. But yeah, no, I've just never thought. But I loved it when Hayden was just throwing other people under the bus.
I remember him saying that.
Think big.
That was Ricky Clapp.
That was
And he always called him Ricky Clapp.
When he was mad, he always called him that. Just like he called me Patty. Oh, Patty. I don't know what to tell you. I miss Hayden.
Hayden was great.
He really was. He seriously was.
I'm trying to think anything else about last night that stood out. I am my only if Chit Chat goes down, they don't have a. I mean, Stremlo and Deal would be the other options at point guard, and I don't think that's. I'd say Stremlo is more of a natural point guard than Deal, but Chit Chat's pretty valuable to this team. You see why they needed her, but like again, I still think Rodriguez is going to. Jan called her a bucket getter, and that's what she is. I mean, she makes it look so easy too. And I know the opponent was inferior, but still, you can still watch somebody regardless who's defending them and say, "Man, she can dribble with both hands equally well. She can rise and shoot going to her left, shoot to her right. She can shoot leaners off the backboard, and she can score at all three levels."
She's a hunter.
She was the most impressive to me of any player last night. I thought she stood out the most. And I guess I'm holding it against the big girls inside just because I mean, Layla Hayes was so much bigger than anybody around her. But, Layla ended up with 10 points, 7 rebounds. Journey Houston got 7 rebounds.
I thought Journey, she's more solid than I thought she was. I thought she was maybe more of a 3 or a 4, but she's a 4.
Well, ideally she's a 3. I mean, they want her to play the 3. She's not big enough to play the 4. She's not tall enough. But ideally, I mean, and I think her home is eventually the 3. She's like Tegan Mulaney. Tegan Mulaney can be a bigger 3 and a smaller 4, but Tegan Mulaney's a 3 too. I mean, and that's part of the reason Journey Houston played as much as she did, because Tegan got hurt, only played 1 minute. And so yeah, but again, you just got to kind of consider the competition, not read too much into it, and just be glad that it looks like nobody suffered any major injuries. I mean, a tweaked ankle. I mean, like Jan said, they didn't know if it was going to be a one-day thing or a day-to-day thing. So we'll see. We'll find out on Monday.
So I mean, the women do have some good non-con games, but it's a while before they get to them. We got Drake's a reasonable team, and that's coming up in a couple weeks. So you still got Southern, Evansville, and Drake at home, and then UNI. Then on November 20th, Baylor's pretty good, and Miami of Florida. So those 2 games.
Now, where are those games played?
Orlando.
That's right. Are you guys going to that?
Uh-uh.
Why? It's got 10 days written all over it.
Not going.
I'm a little disappointed. You a little disappointed, Captain?
No. He's going to Vegas.
Well, I assume,
That's first week of December.
Yeah.
Be back, hope, for the at Rutgers game, the women's game, and then let's see, Maryland at home. Man.
You imagine spending Christmas in Las Vegas? That would be depressing.
Well, we're not.
Well, no, but when you said December, but that's not.
How about New Year's Eve?
No, that would not be.
Because
I'm not
possible.
I'm just not a Vegas. I've been there 3 times and it did nothing for me. You've been there twice, right? Once. Yeah,
I think we're pushing 100.
It just did absolutely nothing
100 times.
for me.
I won $161 at a slot machine.
Oh.
And then I quit.
I just collected cards for booby huts because you walk up and down the street. That's all they hand you. I had like 100 of them. Flesh factories. Do they still do that there when you walk down the street? Because I haven't been to Vegas since.
It's not quite as many, but yes, they do.
It's just nonstop. I mean, just all these people just walk up and down the street handing you these things.
We were there. We stayed at Circus when it opened up in '77.
Now it's nasty.
Yeah, is it bad?
It's it needs some help.
Yeah. It was nice in '77, and
that's a hotel.
They had good food and everything. Saw shows. But I did.
That was 48 years ago.
I walked in there and I put $2 in the machine before it paid off 161, and then Jan goes, "Okay, we're ahead."
Did you quit?
Let's go eat.
$160 48
No,
years ago. That's a decent amount of
chunk.
money.
Yeah.
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 I mean, hell, I wouldn't mind having
Well, I
$160.
had to spend it. We went with a couple that we were friends with, and they lost everything. He was ahead $6,000 playing poker, lost everything, and we had to pay their way back, get them food and stuff.
Got to quit when you're ahead, but Vegas knows you won't.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's why they usually always win.
Yeah.
And hey, more power to them. You look back at some of those photos of Las Vegas in like the late 50s, early 60s, and you're like, wow.
Yeah, that's way different.
It's not that old of a town, really. I
No?
mean, it's incredible how much it has. I mean, I was there in 2008. That's the last time I was there. So, God, that's 17 years.
Billy lived there, didn't he?
He did for I think a year and a half.
Did he like it?
Yeah.
Why did he leave after a year and a half?
I think his restaurant closed down.
Oh, he had a restaurant in Vegas?
Well, he worked for.
Oh, he worked for a restaurant.
But I mean, it's expensive, isn't it? Or it is now.
What, to live in Vegas?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know that. It's probably not much more expensive than Iowa City. I mean, eating food is expensive. If you go to some of the nice restaurants, it's real expensive.
Food's pretty much expensive anywhere.
Well,
now, like.
I mean, back in the day, Vegas, you had 99-cent breakfasts all over the place. Buffets, all you can eat for $3 or $4. I mean,
now they
were
have
known
buffets
for
all
that.
you can eat for like 20, right?
If they
25?
had the pandemic killed a lot of the buffets.
Oh, okay.
So you really don't see that very much anymore.
Average cost of a home in Las Vegas, a medium sale price for a home is $447,000.
So that's a bit higher than Iowa City then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Iowa City isn't it like 320 or
Yeah.
something like that?
Yeah.
So, women's wrestling Sunday, that starts. Yeah, it's basically, these next couple of weeks are just, with football still going on, it is going to be, I just hope I can try to get to everything. There's some things that, I just physically am not going to be able to get there. But this next week, you got football returning, you got men's and women playing games, wrestling.
Through the 14th of November, Pat, you have 3 women's games, 3 men's games, and a football game. And I don't have the wrestling in front of me, but you got women's
I'm going to go to,
wrestling.
I'm going to try to go to most of them. Then can hopefully use John Bonenkamp for some help, too, for some of the basketball games. Because, remember, I don't have Dallas anymore, and I haven't replaced him right now. So, yeah, it's going to be November is one of those months that, and then when do we set the clocks ahead?
Sunday.
God, I hate doing
behind.
that. Behind. So that means it's going to be dark at like 5 after 4.
Yeah.
It's going to be dark.
And it won't get light until like 8 or 9. It's going to be light for like 5.5, 6 hours a day. Why do we do? I don't know why we still do daylight savings.
I don't.
It's just
I just leave it the way it. Leave it standard, and
didn't they do it in the war to save energy or something like that?
it doesn't save anything though. They've done studies on it, and it really.
But it seems like most
save
people don't
anything.
like it, and yet, hasn't Trump even spoken out against it?
Well, he wanted to keep it all year round. And
Don't you agree?
I'd rather have it standard all year round.
Well, I would rather have it standard all like it is now, right?
No.
This is the
Where it's it's. Well, you go back an hour. Once we go back an hour, I'd rather just leave it because it doesn't need to be light at 9 o'clock and 9:15. It can be light at 8:15.
So yeah, just leave it the way it is now. Why go back? That is all I'm saying.
Because the way it is now is it's light at 9:15.
But who cares? I don't get the logic behind
Well,
that.
it's not light at 9:15
No,
at night.
it's not light at 9:15 at night.
Not at all.
No, but in the summer, it's light. It's
is.
light.
Yeah, but 9:15 though, it's not. I wouldn't. It's
getting dark.
It's getting dark at
Yeah,
9:15, but it just doesn't make any sense to me. But whatever.
Well, what doesn't make any sense is their state's still not doing it, and it's just. I don't think Nevada does it.
Does Arizona?
Indiana doesn't change.
It doesn't change.
So,
Yeah.
I just wish we would keep it the way it is now. I like to have more light, don't you?
Yeah, I do. It's depressing leaving work at 5 o'clock and having it be dark outside.
And then you combine that with cold, bitter weather, and it's just.
But my end, leaving the house at 3:30 in the morning it's dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even in
it'd still be dark.
Even in the depth of summer, it's not light. It doesn't start getting light until about 5 or so when we're in summer.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, football. God, it's kind of been out of sight, out of mind without a game this weekend, and I'm looking forward to the games. And that is one nice thing about the fact that the games I do want to watch, well, at least they're not going to be on ESPN. I know that.
Yeah, it's not the best lineup.
No, there's not. There's not a lot of good. Even Notre Dame plays Boston College, who's terrible.
Yeah, terrible. Penn State at Ohio State, that looked like a marquee game 2 months ago. But
it'll be interesting to see if Penn State digs deep and puts forth one of those efforts that they're capable of personnel-wise.
Yeah.
So that will be interesting to see if Ohio State just comes out and manhandles them, or if Penn State. Because I thought Penn State showed some fight against Iowa.
They did, sure.
I mean, they almost won that game in Iowa City. I mean, that was two very evenly matched teams, and so that will be interesting to see. Now, do I think Ohio State's going to win by at least 2 touchdowns? Yeah, probably.
I do too. Rutgers at Illinois.
That's the kind of game Brett needs to win that game convincingly.
And they will.
And they probably will, because I just have not seen anything from Rutgers that makes me think that they're capable of pulling off a win like that on the road.
No, and Indiana at Maryland, I don't see Maryland pulling that
No,
off.
I don't. It'll be interesting, though, to see if Maryland's one of those teams that may come out just guns a-blazing, on fire, and who knows. But no,
possible.
I would think Maryland ends up winning that game by at least 20.
Then Michigan State at Minnesota. Minnesota should handle
Minnesota should win that game. Yeah. I mean, that's an okay team against not a very good team.
Purdue at Michigan. Yeah, Michigan should win that.
These are bad games.
These stinky games. The best one.
God, YouTube should take the Big Ten Big Ten and Fox off the air.
God, the best one is
I'll give them an idea.
Best one is a later one, Southern Cal at Nebraska.
That'll be a good one, and for some reason, I think Nebraska's going to win that game. I don't know why. Now, if Nebraska wins that game, then they're somewhat legitimate. I don't care what happens.
I would agree.
And USC's maybe just more of a pretender than I thought, but USC's a different team at home than on the road. If that game was in L.A., I would pick USC, no questions asked. But with it being in Lincoln, I give Nebraska a fighter's chance.
I mean, still my picture for Nebraska is that Minnesota game. They just got thrashed.
I don't get that. But Minnesota's also a team that plays better at home.
Most
teams play better at home. I get that. But
sure.
for some teams, it seems like home field really means a ton, and Minnesota's one of those teams. And Iowa just has Minnesota's number. I mean, that's just the way it's been. Sometimes that stuff happens. I mean, remember when Purdue beat Iowa 22 years in a row or whatever it was? And remember when Kirk couldn't figure out Northwestern at times?
Yeah.
And sometimes that stuff just happens.
Well, we're going to take a break. We've been following a news story out of Michigan this morning.
Oh, the terrorists?
Yeah. They got more details on it. So here's CNN.
On the breaking news from the top of the hour, the FBI says it foiled a potential terrorist attack plan for the holiday Halloween weekend in Michigan. Law enforcement officials now describe the plot as ISIS-inspired. I'm going to bring in CNN's Bryn Gingras. We now have some new details. Bryn, what are you learning?
Yeah, 2 sources, Pam, telling us what you just said there, that this was ISIS-inspired. That's what the initial investigation is showing. Sources telling me, and John Miller also learning, though, that this plan somewhat unfolded in chat rooms online. And sources telling John Miller that there was an FBI undercover detective who was inside in those chat rooms, sort of getting wind of this plan in the early stages. What we've learned is that there was a growing concern when those chat rooms brought up a quote-unquote pumpkin day, and that's when authorities decided that they needed to move in. We've learned, again, from sources of John Miller saying that 2 people have been arrested and 3 people right now are being questioned in connection with this alleged plot that was thwarted, and the ages of those individuals range from 16 to 20 years old, so younger individuals. Now, know, earlier today, Pam, we heard from Dearborn Police and the FBI field office in Detroit talking about how there was an investigation ongoing in Dearborn and Inkster. Those are suburbs, as you see there, of Detroit. They put out notice that the public does not need to be alarmed, that there is no current threat. But we're still waiting to get a little bit more details about what this thwarted plot was that the FBI director tweeted about this morning. But certainly that is a little bit more information. It does appear that it was ISIS-inspired and in some sort of, beginning process of this plan that was undercover, that an undercover agent, got wind of. Pam?
Right. So I think that that's also an important detail here. An FBI operative agent was part of this, is a sting operation, hoping for more details on how close this was to being actually operational. So we'll look for more details, but this helps fill in some of the blanks we've been having, that it's ISIS-inspired plot, according to 2 sources. Brent Gingras, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Welcome to another episode in the Crash Zone from Vic's Auto Body of Iowa City. It was a beautiful fall evening when... The folks at Vic's Auto Body would like to stop this advertisement for a very important reminder. The children of this area will be out and about on our streets trick-or-treating. Please slow down and drive extremely carefully. The little ghosts and goblins will be everywhere and out in full force. Extreme caution is advised. And now back to your normal driving pleasure. The people at Vic's Auto Body are the experts in collision repair. They have the latest in auto body repair technology with ICAR, ASE, and PPG certified professionals, as well as over 30 years experience in auto body repair. So the next time you enter the Crash Zone, take your car to Vic's Auto Body, the choice for collision repair. Happy Halloween from everyone at Vic's.
1-800-800-ROSE. 1-800-800-ROSE. Your FTD florist is the only number you need to know to send flowers anywhere in the country or Canada from anywhere in the country. 1-800-800-ROSE. It's so easy. Just remember one number. 1-800-800-ROSE. Your FTD florist. 1-800-800-ROSE. Remember,
don't wait for an emergency to get a backup for your car keys. Unlike the olden days, car keys have gotten extremely complex. Mike's eKeys for Cars can generate the most technically advanced automotive keys that are on the market today. For spares and lost keys, Mike's eKeys for Cars can produce most conventional transponder, high security, and remote head keys. Mike's eKeys for Cars will keep you on the road. Call 319-330-9185 and schedule an appointment today. Don't wait until it's too late. Call 319-330-9185 today.
For a gift that your loved one will treasure for a lifetime, find it at our family-owned jewelry store in Iowa City, Harty and Stocker Jewelers.
We can show you diamond engagement rings, colored stones, fashion jewelry, and watches.
Our jewelers are on site, so we can design jewelry for that special person in your life.
We are Harty and Stocker, serving Iowa City and the surrounding area for 3 generations.
Harty and Stocker Jewelers, downtown Iowa City, and HartyandStockerJewelers.com. Ask for Willa, Terry, Tim, or Kate. One of us is always there.
When someone is kind enough to share their time with us, we better make it worth their while.
They don't want to do people call it the game, right?
Patrick Eads and Terry Adams of Deary Brothers Ford talk about what Here For You means to them.
You don't have to spend a half a day in our dealership to get that good competitive price. We just want to try to deliver that to you up front.
And that makes me feel good, makes me proud.
Because that's what people want. They want a fair, honest deal.
As far as the statement Here For You, we want to not just say it, but live it.
Find out what it means to you at Deary Ford in Iowa City.
Hi, this is Tiffany at Senior Benefits. Are you confused with Medicare questions, anything having to do with Medicare? I take care of all Medicare customers, people under 65. I also do life insurance, long-term care, cancer insurance. I'm here to help you navigate any questions that you may be having or frustrations and anxiety that you may have with Medicare or insurance in general. Give me, Tiffany Rao, a call at 319-631-4795.
GT Carr, owner of Supple's Building and Remodeling, has been offering unmatched service and quality for over 25 years. The trained professionals at Supple's Building and Remodeling will install and guarantee the products used in any job, no matter how big or small. They also stand behind their work and offer no-nonsense, exceptional customer service from design to completion and beyond. Whether it's a simple window replacement or a major house addition, you'll have the confidence that Supple's Building and Remodeling is committed to quality. Visit Supples.net net or call them today at 319-337-2246. When you go to a family restaurant, you want three things. One, a wide selection of breakfast, lunch, and dinner items. Two, you want those selections to be affordable and delicious. And three, you want to be treated like family. You get all three at the Midtown Family Restaurant. Breakfast items available anytime the doors are open. Legendary tenderloins, onion rings, and hot roast beef sandwiches. Daily specials at each location, and no matter if you're coming in solo or with a group of 20, you get the same special family treatment. The Midtown Family Restaurants at Court and Scott Streets and at the Walmart Plaza on Highway 1 West. Follow them on Facebook or at midtownfamily.com. The family's waiting for you.
This is Leah Pesha, and I've been saying, hit a deer, call Premier for years. But it's time for something new. It's still where you need to go for deer divots and door dings, as well as damaged dashboards. That's what my dad Nathan's driving at and dreams about. Why not say, when your car is dinged, be a deer and call Premier? I think Dad's going to love that. Premier Automotive, North Liberty's premier auto body repair shop.
Be a deer and call Premier Auto Body in North Liberty.
Don't let just anyone take care of your smile. At Diamond Dental, you can expect compassion, expertise, and a personalized care plan to protect your teeth for life. With more than 30 years of combined experience, Dr. Forbes and his staff are prepared to tackle even your toughest dental problems, leaving your smile healthy and sparkling. Diamond Dental offers a full range of general and cosmetic dentistry, as well as dental treatment options for snoring and sleep apnea. It's never too early to start thinking about what's best for your smile. Schedule an appointment today by calling 319-390-3703 or visiting the office at 5815 Consul Street Northeast, Suite D1 in Cedar Rapids. You can also visit DiamondDentalPC.com for more information. Dr. Forbes is a proud sponsor of the Hawkeye Wrestling Club and the Inner Circle. Let the Diamond Dental team provide superior care for your entire family.
Dear U of I, just a note to let you know if you're ever thinking about selling Kinnick Stadium or Carver Hawkeye Arena, please consider Hawkeye Title and Settlement. We're here to provide efficient, high-quality real estate title and closing services. Signed, Hawkeye Fan Forever, and send. Hi, this is Steve Anderson with Hawkeye Title and Settlement. Whether it's a large commercial property or if you're buying your first home, remember we're here to help. Hawkeye Title and Settlement Services of Iowa City. You'll love our team just like you love the Hawks.
Hi, I'm Jim Street, owner of Streets Maintenance. As a licensed, insured, and bonded master plumber, I specialize in all plumbing repairs, including but not limited to water heater and sump pumps to toilet and faucet repairs and replacements. As an Iowa City native, I know how frustrating it can be when any part of your plumbing system breaks down. That's why I only use trusted brands and quality materials. I offer same-day, next-day service coupled with a fair price. I also offer general services to mobile homes. For more information about my business, I'm online at streetsmaintenance.com and Facebook, or give me a call at 400-4483. 400-4483.
Streets Maintenance. Honest plumbing at a fair price.
Hanging lights is a pain. Dealing with blown bulbs, dangerous installations, and the endless rat's nest of cords, there's got to be a better way, and now there is. Illuma Lights permanent outdoor lighting from Big Dog Tech. Illuma Lights provides illumination for every occasion. Holiday lighting, accent lights, security, and of course, lighting for the best season, football season. The Illuma Lights app lets you create your own patterns with color, motion, brightness, and static control over every individual light, or use Big Dog's presets to transform your home or business. The professionally installed track system makes Illuma Lights LEDs virtually disappear until you turn them on. Rated at 50,000 hours, you'll enjoy stress-free convenience for years to come. No more ladders, no more hooks, no more wifey's dirty looks. That's the song you'll be singing all year long with Illuma Lights permanent outdoor lighting from Big Dog Tech. Find out more at BigDogTek.net or call 319-395-0800.
Diamond Dream Sports Academy, 20,000 square foot indoor facility, holds 8 batting cages, space for infield work, space for throwing and pitching and all your arm care needs. Offers private instruction, group lessons, camps and clinics, leagues, memberships. Rentals available at Diamond Dreams is open to the public.
Our top level instructors include former professional, college, and Olympic athletes. Our coaches will help these athletes achieve their full athletic potential, develop a strong work ethic, and a solid base to build. The last thing you want to do is look back and wish you had worked or played harder.
Locally owned and established in 2005, Diamond Dreams is Eastern Iowa's premier training facility. Located at 2905 Stoner Court, North Liberty. Call today and reserve your time. 319-665-2173. 319-665-2173.
Football fans, this is Bill Leixenring of the Oxyoke Inn. We are on your way to or from the game. We're ready to serve you with the same quality food and customer service you've come to trust for over 80 years. The Oxyoke Inn is serving our famous Sunday brunch buffet with lunch, dinner, banquets, and carry-out daily. From our Oxyoke family to yours, we can't wait to see you again soon in the heart of Amana.
The Oxyoke From the Harty and Stalker Studios in the heart of the Hawkeye Nation, this is the mighty 1630 KCJJ, Iowa City. Harty and Stalker Jewelers, making memories, making moments.
Meteorologist Rodney Price will see our clouds increasing in the afternoon with highs in the lower 50s on this Halloween. West winds a bit breezy. As we head into trick-or-treat time, could have a splash or dash shower out there. Otherwise, look for skies to turn partly cloudy, temperatures in the lower 30s. Some morning showers Saturday, partly sunny and upper 40s. That's the forecast on the mighty 1630 KCJJ. Right now, it's 37.
KCJJ weather, brought to you by Plum Supply. Plum Supply, kitchens and baths. Your home never looks so beautiful.
We are back.
Are we?
Yeah, we're back. Yeah.
Are we glad to be back?
I don't care. No, well, it's wonderful being back.
Just grinding, right?
Yeah. Well, we'll keep our eye on this thing.
Is it ISIS?
It's ISIS-inspired.
ISIS-inspired.
Whatever
16.
that
Yeah, I don't know what that means either. 16 to 20-year-olds. 2 of them arrested, 3 of them being questioned.
What were they planning to do?
Attack on Halloween, Dearborn.
What do you mean attack? Attack what on Halloween?
Kill.
Like trick-or-treaters?
Shoot.
Just drive around and shoot trick-or-treaters?
I have no idea. They haven't said that yet.
Speaking of that, I watched a little Halloween. Right now, pretty much anytime you turn your TV on, Halloween's being played on some, even without these channels, the original Halloween's being played somewhere. And I found myself watching it for like 45 minutes last night. I'm like, Jesus, what am I doing?
I don't believe I've ever seen that.
You've never seen the original Halloween?
I don't think so.
He wouldn't like it.
I don't like
He wouldn't like
slasher
it. No,
movies.
you would not like it. I like the beginning when they show him and then he would disappear. At the end, when he's just refusing to die and stabbing and killing it, it got a little bit too much. But the best though was it was Haddonfield, Illinois, with palm trees. That was, and John Carpenter. I saw an interview with him. He's like, we saw those and saw what he say. Saw what it would cost. We were fine. He didn't care.
By the way, one of the best Frankensteins is tomorrow night on Swenguli. It's Frankenstein meets Abbott and Costello. So,
well, I'd put my money on Abbott and Costello if it's the Hollywood Frankenstein.
Wasn't Herman Munster inspired by Frankenstein?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've never liked I've just never Dracula and all that.
Dracula is
stupid.
I didn't care for.
Go to bed.
Well, Dracula, can turn into mist and stuff.
Can he turn into a
shifty.
bat? He can turn into a bat. Too,
yes,
can
he can.
And then he's got rabies.
Oh, he's shifty.
Yeah.
That's what Jan said about Chit Chat. She's shifty on the court.
She is shifty.
She is shifty. She's quick.
Yeah.
But no,
I don't believe she can turn into mist, though.
I don't believe so either. But all those Frankenstein, Batman, the werewolf, all those things I've just.
Now, the werewolf was mean, and he was fast.
How about Silver Bullet? Remember
quick.
the movie Silver Bullet with Gary Busey and Corey Haim? That was about
Vaguely.
a priest who was also a werewolf, and he was terrorizing the community. And Corey Haim was in a wheelchair. You don't remember that movie?
I
didn't watch that. I didn't know.
I did see it.
Gary Busey that was him at its pinnacle.
Gary Busey was on a Law and Order where he played a crazy person.
Imagine that.
Who, at the time he played it, was a crazy person. It was spot on.
I
thought he was very good as Buddy Holly.
He was.
He was great as Buddy Holly.
That was a great movie.
Didn't he win the Oscar?
Excellent.
Didn't he win the Oscar?
I believe he did.
No, Gary Busey was. He's still alive, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's a good actor.
Yeah.
I mean, he was great in the first Lethal Weapon. Joshua.
Well, he was in this episode. He was great, but he he was also crazy, and he was playing
Goofy.
somebody that was crazy.
Yeah, so it was just
So-
he wasn't even acting.
Really was. That's what he said.
But no,
he said I wasn't really acting.
The Buddy Holly movie, though, I remember that came out in '79, I believe, because I think if I remember right, Keith Moon, his last night on Earth, I believe him and his wife or girlfriend watched that movie with Paul McCartney and his wife, and then later on that night he died of whatever. But I remember they got together to watch the Buddy Holly movie, and I think that would have been like 1978 or '79.
No, it was a good movie.
But no, he was really good in that. And but yeah, that's that God, to think that his version of the Buddy Holly movie came out almost 50 years ago. I mean, it's just
unbelievable.
It's unbelievable where time goes. Time in a bottle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jim Croce.
You're not a Jim Croce fan, are you? Boring.
I liked
Leroy Brown.
Operator, I thought was a real good
I liked
song.
Operator. How about Leroy Brown? That never did much for me.
No.
No.
And what's
I actually like Time in a Bottle.
Time in a Bottle's another one that
drags, dirge.
Jim Croce or Soundgarden, or not Soundgarden, Stoneground.
Jim Croce, easy.
Okay, Stoneground or Soundgarden? Who you going?
Soundgarden. At least I heard of him.
I forgot to bring that out. I'm bringing that album in tomorrow.
Honest to God, I played that stuff since '70s.
You didn't play Stoneground. You never heard of them.
Never heard.
You played
of them.
stuff like them though. That was
okay, but I never heard of Stoneground.
And yet, without Stoneground, you don't have Pablo Cruz.
Yeah, well, then they should have stopped.
Pablo Cruz was good.
Yeah, see, I like Stoneground better than Pablo Cruz.
Well,
I think that's a neat name for a band, Stoneground. And the album, they're standing on a big, huge stone. Doesn't it kind of make sense? It's all starting to make sense now.
No,
the mission they were on.
Makes no sense.
But you're right, though. When I played that thing, it was dated. And did
Extremely
you see
dated.
Grace Slick turned 86 2 days?
Speaking of dated.
86.
Yeah. Jefferson Airplane, man, I can't.
Oh, yeah,
listen
Surrealistic
to
Pillow.
that.
If you listen to it, is so dated now.
Yeah.
But Find Me Somebody to Love,
that's a good song.
Withstands the test of time.
Yes, it does.
White
Always been a
Rabbit,
good
no.
song.
I can't even listen to White Rabbit anymore. I never really liked White Rabbit when it was just too. She's like in a trance. It just was too much.
That was dirge. That was a dirge.
Yeah.
But yeah, 86 years old, and I think she doesn't. Does she shave her head, or has she had cancer? Because the picture they showed of her on
She has
social
short
media,
hair.
I think her head was shaved. She looked like cyanide.
No,
or what,
she's
what was her name?
Sinead O'Connor.
Shut up.
Shut up, Sinbad.
Shut up, cyanide.
God, that was hilarious. And then didn't Sting play Billy Idol?
Yes.
And played him quite well.
Yes, he did.
And God, those were hilarious. Phil Hartman was so good. People like you show up in my stools. I can't remember who he said that to. He said it to somebody on the cast. Poor Phil Hartman.
Yeah. But he was funny.
He was. Haven't heard any. Have you heard any interesting football rumors during the time off? Anything on the message boards?
No,
I haven't heard.
Surprisingly, there hasn't been much going on there.
No, and the
Kind of bored
coordinators
with it.
didn't really say anything that was earth-shattering. It was pretty much, predictable. And so it's just nice, the football. It's kind of nice for the media, too, because at least we can exhale a little bit this weekend because, even though Iowa was on a bye week, but there's men's and women's wrestling media day. The women's basketball team played a game. The coordinator, there's still a lot going on. And then, of course, next week's going to be busy as hell.
Yeah, and there's, 3 basketball games between now and the Oregon football games.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we're going to be fully indoctrinated into basketball mode.
Yeah.
So, for better or for worse. But it was fun last night. It was no contest. There was never any question about the outcome.
For you, it was fun. For me, it was just work.
For me, it's fun to see the new players. That's what it was more than anything else because I didn't, I'd seen film clips of them and that's all.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice to see. Well, what do they really play like?
Mm-hmm.
I thought the team played faster. Then I thought Taylor McCabe's getting her shot off. Boom.
Yeah.
Very quick. Which. which is good.
It'll be interesting, though, because Emily Rodriguez is going to eat somebody's minutes up.
Yeah, she's real good.
Because I just don't think they're going to be able to keep her on the bench, especially if Kylie isn't playing well offensively, which can happen.
Well, Kylie didn't.
She didn't look real confident shooting last night. And there's times now, and no knock on Taylor, but if she's not making threes,
well, she can't get to the basket.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see because Emily, I just think, is going to demand playing time with her.
Well, I think you're right.
But I also don't want to read too much into one game. But again, I watched enough of them practice during the summer, and that's just how she plays. I mean, she can just get her shot. Now, Jan did kind of politely say that she's got a lot of work to do on defense.
Well,
and probably all of them do. Their defense was at times suspect last night. Their help defense wasn't real good.
I thought Addie Deal's defense was not good last night. Emily's was not great.
And I don't think either one are used to having to play really good defense.
No, that's
so
true.
But they'll get it. They'll work with them. But it was an exhibition. That's what it was, and didn't realize the elevator broke down. I saw those poor people marching up doing the Bataan Death March up the tunnel. That when the games are packed, man, you've seen that rush of people that head to that one elevator.
Although I'm going the other way, so I actually don't see that very often. I'm heading up the aisle,
Well, there's a lot of people that do that elevator, Tom, that can't climb those steps.
Well, no, I understand that.
But there's only one elevator, so I've never really stopped to watch to see how long it takes for all of them to go up and down. It
I
probably
thought
takes.
they had two elevators.
They have. Well, they have one. Don't they have one on the south and one on the north now? But still, they have two. That's a lot of people.
No, it's not a lot of elevators.
A lot of people using elevators, and what have you. So, but yeah, basketball is here, and it was nice. Ben McCollum and some of the men's players were there for the first half. Nice showing some support, and then we get to see them on Tuesday against Robert Morris. So,
God, he's everywhere. He
needs to be.
He is, though. I mean, yeah, he needs to be, but he is.
What do you?
He's doing a lot of charity work, different events.
He's getting out into the community, which is something Fran was never great at.
Well, he did it at first. Of course, every head coach does, but no, Fran, as the years moved along, he kind of disconnected from that.
Yeah.
And I think that hurt him at the end. But still,
yeah, I think so.
Had they made the NCAA tournament each of the past 2 years instead of not making it, Fran would still be the coach.
Correct.
I mean, the combination of not winning enough games to offset the drop in attendance is what led to his demise. I'll give him credit, though. He landed on his feet pretty quickly and in a place that's familiar to him and close to his brother. So it kind of has worked out good for everybody involved. Now it's just a matter of let's see how the teams do. I mean, it'll be interesting to see how Fran does at Penn.
Yeah, what's your feelings?
I think they'll be pretty good. I'm not saying he's
too.
going to turn them into a dominant Ivy League power, but Penn's always been pretty good at basketball. So I think he'll be able to build off that. And as far, when I look at Ben in Iowa, I'm confident, but I'm not just assuming that he's just going to turn Iowa into a Big Ten power. I mean,
we can't assume that at all.
You just can't assume that with men's basketball. It's been so long. And I just don't. You can't just say, "Well, he did it at Drake. He can do it." No, it's not. It's
different. It's
different challenge. Much different challenge.
And did it at Southeast Missouri or wherever he was
for 14 years. Again, different challenge.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think that Drake team that went 31-4 in the Valley. They're not. If they were in the if that team at Drake last year was playing in the Big Ten, I think it would have been maybe a little above 500 Big Ten play at best would be my guess, but we'll see. Like I said, if they go 11-9 and make the NCAA tournament, I'm like great year.
I'm there.
Congratulations, coach, way to go.
Yeah.
If they go 10-10 and make the NCAA tournament, I'm like, hey, nice first year. And I do think if you win 10 or 11 games in the Big Ten, you're going to probably get in.
I would think so.
But that's a lot easier said than done.
A lot of good basketball teams, and we'll see. Got to play the games, boys.
Yeah, and you couldn't really see enough of Hannah last night to know if her mid-range games is any better. Almost every basket she scored was some quick spin layup to the rim. I mean,
she had one kind of elbow shot.
She tried a three,
Yeah,
and
that wasn't good.
No, it's going to be interesting because there's going to be games against UCLA, against you, where she's going to have to make 8 to 14-foot jump shots, I think, because they're not going to let her get to the basket.
No.
And so it'll be interesting to see. For a second there, I thought Jan was going to go early Twin Towers. I thought she was going to put Ava back in and keep Layla in there, but she didn't do that. I think Ava's quick enough to where they could get away with that.
I do too.
Now, I'm still Ava's shot, though. It's like, again, did Ava make a basket beyond a foot last night?
No.
I mean, everything was
so.
a layup in transition.
And neither did Layla. And
neither did Layla. I mean,
Anna, except for one elbow shot.
Yeah, so, I mean, you really didn't really see much of the front line's ability to make mid-range jumpers, and they're going to have to.
They're going to
have to make mid-range jumpers.
You know, we're not going to get 49 paint points against UCLA.
Jan even brought that up.
Yeah,
she just said
not going to happen.
I thought that was a good move by Jan, and media was like, oh, Ava, and Jan basically said, well, she should have dominated.
Yeah, exactly.
They didn't have a 6'4" player out there. I thought that was a good answer by Jan. And but yeah, I mean, it went about as the way I thought it would. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be very competitive. And it shouldn't have been very competitive, and it wasn't. And my guess is the Southern game will be the same. I mean, I'm guessing both these, and I'm guessing Robert Morris probably won't be overly competitive, but that's November.
Well, Fulgaris was their best player, and they're playing for Iowa now.
Yeah,
so.
and they've lost
other guys.
Yeah, so it's been I'm not saying a complete overhaul, but it's really hard to evaluate teams based on the previous season anymore. I mean, because
it is.
I mean, think about Iowa. You can't. I mean, it's so hard. You can't really do it because everything. It's not even year to year. Everything is almost semester to semester. And I brought this up to you before. I don't think Kirk's age is that big of a deal in football anymore. And I know teams are negative recruiting, but I don't think most recruits look beyond the next year anymore.
Well, they should.
I really don't think. Oh yeah, Coach Ferentz may not be here in 3 or 4.
Well, I might not be.
Who cares?
They might not
I
be
just
there.
don't think people. I don't think football players look beyond the next season, let alone the next school year. Everything is semester to semester. So, yeah, I mean, I know other teams are using Kirk's age to negative recruit, but I just don't think it has as big an impact now because everything is now. Nobody cares about the future. They just care about what's in it for me right now. They don't want to wait. They don't want to be patient. So, and to me, some ways that helps Kirk. And you saw Nebraska just threw a bunch of money at Matt Rule.
Yeah.
God, the money is. Did I read potentially he's going to be making more than Signetti?
That's with incentives.
Yeah, it could be. It could be all the way up to like $15 million in incentives.
Yeah.
Think about that. I mean, he was good at Temple, but he failed in the NFL, and he really hasn't done much at Nebraska.
No, he
and
hasn't.
yet, did they panic because they thought they were going to lose him to Penn State? All these schools just seem to panic with head coaches and throw all this money at them. And you say to yourself, do they really need to be doing that? Maybe they do. Maybe he was going to leave, but I mean.
Do you think Penn State was going to hire Matt Rule? I
For
don't.
$12 or $13 million a year?
No.
I haven't. I don't know what Penn State's going to do. It sounds like James Franklin's going to get the Virginia Tech job. And,
it sounds like that.
More power to him. That's a good program. I mean, and he's going to make a ton of money. He's used to recruiting in that area because Penn State recruits heavily in the Virginia, Maryland area. So that will be interesting to see how he does there.
Yeah.
But
he's a good coach.
Oh, yeah. It didn't work at Penn State just because he could not get over the Ohio State hump. And the Michigan, he was 4-21 against top 5 opponents. I think it was top 10. So,
but it's so funny to say it didn't work at Penn State. He was just in the national semifinals last year.
Yeah, but didn't he also last year lose to either Ohio State or Michigan?
Yes.
But yeah, he won almost 10 games almost every year as the Penn State coach.
So, but that's what I'm saying.
That's just where we are, though.
Yeah.
That's just where it is now for certain schools. If you are not, I mean, Ryan Day basically saved his job by winning the national title last year. They were starting to get restless with him because he couldn't beat Michigan. And let's say Ohio State flops at the end of this year. Let's say they end up going 11-2, and they don't. Their fans are going to be right on his ass again.
Yes,
they're going to be like, "Hey, this isn't working." That's just.
Well, who are you going to get, guys?
Well, Ohio State could get a good coach, but Ryan Day's a good coach.
He is.
I think he's shown that he deserves that job, and so we'll see. But no, it's just crazy though what's going on with coaching salaries and expectations, and then you've got the who was the politician from Louisiana who basically just said the AD's not going to hire
their governor.
The next head coach? Was it the lieutenant governor?
Was it lieutenant?
I think it was. And then he also said and I hope he was joking. He said, he goes, we should let Trump pick the next football coach.
Well, I don't think he was joking at all.
I'm scared to think that he might not have been, because he goes, he's a winner and Trump never makes bad decisions. He wants the lieutenant governor, Greg Landry, I believe is his name. He said that he was quoted as saying that he would prefer that Trump pick the.
Well, that's as ridiculous as saying Biden or Obama or anybody. That's just ridiculous. It's you
don't want Biden to pick Kirk's replacement?
No.
He picks Hunter. Would you like Hunter Biden to be the next Iowa football coach?
Yeah. Can you imagine the investigation?
Yeah. But yeah,
I mean, that's just.
I'm pretty sure. Did you see that article?
Yeah,
I didn't read it.
I didn't see an article. I saw the
headline. I mean, you got to be kidding.
I saw the sound clip.
But he basically, this is just politics. You're opening up a Pandora's box with this.
One good thing about YouTube dumping ABC, you won't see Stephen A. Smith that much.
Ugh. Screaming A. Smith.
I won't anyway.
I don't get it. I don't get. You're a sports guy and everything, and all of a sudden.
Would you vote for him for president?
No.
You imagine him as president?
No, I can't imagine. Listen, celebrities. I've had it with celebrities.
But don't you agree, though, that Trump has convinced these people that they can do it too?
Listen, when we were growing up, people said, anybody can grow up and be president, and it was like a selling point. Well, it ain't anymore.
No, and it used to be politicians kind of had to rise up the ranks like coaches and stuff, but not anymore.
Yeah.
Trump has changed all that. But Stephen A. Smith isn't Donald Trump. It's just not. He's not going to be able to galvanize people. I told you the other one, Paul Feinbaum running for Senate. What do you think of that? Paul Feinbaum.
Jesus.
He's been talking about SEC football for the last 30 years, so now all of a sudden he's qualified. It's just, and then you got the idiot former coach, Tuberville. He's one of the biggest morons I've ever seen. I'd be saying that if he was a Democrat. He doesn't know.
There was a former player of his that said, he was an idiot he said. He was an idiot as a coach.
Yeah,
he said the team would get together. He'd tell us what to do, and then the team would get together and decide what to do.
But this thing, LSU coaching hire, is going to be interesting to see who they get.
Hello.
Hey, good morning. Hey, Pat, I think you're really onto something with Kurt's age not really hurting him. At this point, it seems like everyone's just got a one-year contract anyway.
That's
with
what I mean.
How often people get fired or quit. Or, there's just so much turnover. And if you look at teachers, whether they were 5, 10, 15, 20, 40 years or more, they all signed one-year contracts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think we're into the one-semester contract almost. And I think a lot of these recruits will say to themselves, okay, well, yeah, he may be retired in 2 or 3 years. Who cares? I'll either go to another school and get more NIL money, or they'll bring somebody in and pay me more. No, I just don't think the age is that big of a deal anymore. I just don't think you look beyond the season you're in, really.
And then I heard Rule's buyout is only $15 million, which sounds ridiculous to say only $15 million, but compared to some of those other buyouts, some people think that's just a gift to Nebraska, so when he goes to Penn State, they get a little bump.
Yeah, I mean, so there's still people thinking he's going to go to Penn State. I haven't been following it.
Yeah, I don't think that's...
I just don't think he's going to move the needle for Penn State fans.
No.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I think for them it's either Saban or Urban Meyer or Belichick and his little lady. What do you think of that?
So, I think in a way, Kirk has a lifetime contract. If you win 10 games, he's never going to get fired until he's ready. Maybe his health says he's done for.
I think if he wins 9 or 8 games, he's never going to get fired. 10, no,
and shouldn't.
Yeah. No, but if it's just consistent 8, that would get really old for a lot of fans. That would get really old. If 8 and 5s, that would get, at some point there would be enough of it. But I mean, common sense tells you Kirk's not going to coach much longer. He is 70, but like you said, it's not really an issue because you're not thinking to the 27 or 28 season. Nobody is. No recruits
that's
are.
True.
They're just thinking about what's in it for them.
There's a lot younger coaches looking for a new job right now.
Yep. Most recruits are just thinking of what's in it for me right now. But no, thanks for the call.
Yeah, thanks for taking my call. Bye.
Yep. So I was just thinking about that a while back. I'm like, age doesn't really. I mean, Belichick.
No, now with the portal especially.
No, I mean, and if people aren't going to North Carolina to play for Belichick, it's not because of his age. It's just because they don't want to. But I mean, it's just not an issue. It used to be a huge issue if coaches didn't have 5, 6, 7 years on their contract and they were getting old. Teams would use that against it. But now I just don't think those talking points matter as much.
His girlfriend, I saw another interview. He did one with CBS, and she cut them off. And but he was being interviewed, I don't know, by some local station, and they showed it on the national news. And she just, we're not going to answer that question or go in that direction. You know, shut up. He's freaking Belichick.
Yeah,
Poon can't be that good that he should be.
I'm still not convinced. You're convinced he's getting it?
Oh, my God, of course he is.
Yes, he's getting it.
Okay.
He might need help.
Do you think she shuts her eyes?
Huh? I shut my eyes thinking about it. I don't want to think about it.
I don't want to think about it either.
No, I'm sure she finds him.
You think she's just very turned on by that?
By his dreaminess.
His 74-year-old dreamy body?
Yeah, whatever. I just looked at a picture that I snapped with Tommy, and I'm in the background, and I go, God dang, I'm an old man.
Well, you're 70. What are you, 76?
76.
Yeah, you are.
You're in your Music Man year. Yeah. 76 trombones.
Yeah. Well, the trombones are on my throat then. No, she's hanging on for the money.
Well, guys, you don't know.
You think she's enjoying it?
She might be. He could be a panther in the rack. You don't know. He could be the best.
Yeah,
whatever.
The best that ever was.
There went lunch.
He's getting that generic, that blue and green pill or whatever the hell it is.
Cialis?
Hey, hon, pop 3 tonight. Don't clutch your chest.
So you think she's with him till death do us part?
Well, till one of them. It'll be him.
It's just weird how his
and if she isn't, there's going to be some kind of, you promised me this.
It's just weird how
actually, there's rumors that she's not going to extend the contract with him and got a better offer from Lane Kiffin.
Yeah.
Well, it's just weird how his legacy has changed so quickly. You know? I mean, he didn't win after Brady left New England. He kind of turned it. So it does make you wonder, though, if he was, in some ways, if Tom Brady did help make him a coaching legend.
I mean, did you think he was going to win at North Carolina? Or do you think he's going to win at North Carolina?
No.
I don't.
No.
I think a lot of it was Tom Brady.
I think a big part of it was more than I actually thought. I think a lot of it was Tom Brady, yes. And, I mean, the 1 year Brady got hurt, they did go 11-5. They didn't make the playoffs, but they still did win. They had great defenses and what have you. But, no, I was surprised that he decided to coach in college, and it makes me wonder if no NFL team wanted to hire him.
Yeah, very
that's what I'm assuming, is no NFL team wanted to hire him. You imagine her.
I think they even attracted players because of Tom Brady.
You imagine her, though, trying to call the shots with like an NFL organization. I don't think they would put up for it as much as a college would.
No, I don't understand why the media is putting up with. Just shut up and let him talk.
Yeah,
I mean, it's freaking Belichick, and he's just a pussy. Because he lets.
The question was directed to him, wasn't it?
Yes.
Well, then
that's all the questions are directed to him, and that's 2 interviews I've seen where she just cut off the journalist, and he doesn't say shut up.
What'd the journalist do?
Huh? Ask him the question again, the one I saw.
Good.
I don't remember.
Good for him or her. Was it a man or a woman?
Huh? It was a man.
Good for him. Yeah, you can't let these people tell you what you can and can't ask. Yeah. But that's the world we live in. Look at how much the media
He let her do that. I mean,
look at how much the media is controlled now. I mean, there's just a lot of people don't want the truth. They want to hear what makes them feel better about what they believe in.
Yeah.
That's mostly what people want now.
Well, I believe she's in it for the money.
Well, gee, who doesn't?
Yeah.
I mean, Yeah, I just...
Okay, somebody, you win the lottery, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden there's
this show will be over in a hurry.
Yeah, at the end of the website, it's all gone.
No, if I won the lottery, I'd pour a bunch of money in the website and turn it into the preeminent. I could. Hey, you want to come work for me for $100,000 a year? Imagine the sports writers I could get, $200,000 a year.
You could have one hell of a lineup.
I'm not. Like you're saying, like if I won like $140 million in the lottery, what I would do? I'm not sure what I would do. I'd be embarrassed. I think it'd be embarrassing.
Why?
I'd love it. Don't get me wrong. I think winning the lottery, that kind of money, would be embarrassing. But it would also be great. Don't get me wrong.
Well, I'd set up a foundation.
I'd do a bunch of stuff like that.
I'd do a foundation, but I'd
buy a home on a lake. That would be the one splurge. I would buy a home on a lake.
Yeah.
I'd get us some new mics here.
Those are new mics.
I mean, if you won $140 million, you guys would still keep up with this nonsense here? You wouldn't retire with $140 million?
No.
You'd still keep doing this and bitch about not being able to retire?
Yeah. Yeah. No, if I won the lottery, wouldn't have to worry about all the crap I worry about, and I'd do it.
You'd still keep coming in here every morning and bitching about not being able to retire?
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't be able to bitch anymore because nobody would take you serious.
Well, I'm not going to tell people I want it either.
Oh.
No,
that doesn't come out?
Not if you're in this, not if you're a public figure.
Yeah, but let's say I won it and didn't tell anyone. Next thing you know, I'm buying a $1 million home on Clear Lake. I think people, man, Hawkfanatic's really doing well.
Well, that's what they think.
Yeah, that's what they think.
Well, he must have had a lot of hits last week.
They must really be doing well with the advertising, you know. Yeah, so, but there's ways that people would find out.
Well, people would, figure it out, but no, I would never say that I.
I probably wouldn't either, because it's embarrassing.
Yeah,
something like that would be sort of embarrassing as well as thrilling.
Well, I don't know why it's embarrassing.
I don't know. I mean, to get all that money for doing, you could look, man, I'm worth more than these people for doing nothing but
not
buying.
if you think like that. That's
but I don't know.
I'd start a foundation. Yeah. I'd start a foundation. Well, hell, you could start 3 foundations, and I'd still be able to screw around with this.
How much would you travel with $140 million?
Hey, Steve, I'm in Bangladesh.
I don't know how much more I would travel, but it would sure as hell be first class. No more steerage for Tommy.
He'd be calling me from Bangladesh.
I don't think so.
You'd go to Australia.
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't mind going to Australia.
If I had millions of dollars, I'd probably do the Australia thing once. I definitely would do Alaska.
I mean, you don't need millions of dollars to do either of those.
No, but it would help.
Well, yeah.
It would certainly help. Enough money to where you don't even have to think about it. And then, you maybe even afford health insurance. I just want to win the lottery so I can afford health insurance. I still think they're going to come up with some type of compromise, but, man, we're running out of time. I meet with Tiffany Rao on the 17th, senior benefits. She's going to show me the way.
Hello?
So, Mr. Suter, would you give up gambling?
No, I could just go into the high limit now.
How about booze?
Better booze.
Oh, yeah, you could do some top shelf.
Absolutely. Nah.
You've done a cruise before, haven't you?
Oh, I've done at least a half dozen of them. Yeah, and I like them a lot.
Have you ever taken one, Mr. Suter, where you've been like in a really fancy balcony room at all, or they've all been like under?
No.
Like the lower rooms.
No, always balcony, always above if they're available.
That's funny. The 2 times I've done it, we've just had like a porthole in the room, to look out.
Yeah.
Never had like the balcony view, so that would be. I was just curious if you'd give up gambling. I know how much you enjoy it.
I don't gamble. I mean, don't gamble that much. It's not
Brett
like
Maverick said.
I don't do any sports betting. I haven't in 50 years.
If you had to pick between you play blackjack, right?
Not anymore.
What do you play? Poker.
I play video poker.
Video poker or booze. If you had to pick one over the other to give up, which one would you give up first?
Probably video poker.
That's what I figured.
So that's X amount of times a year.
I was going to say it would be fun to go to Vegas and be treated like a high roller for a couple of days. get tossed up in one of those $15,000 a night rooms.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a great time.
I would do that at least once if I won $150 million.
Yeah, but then you get shot like Mo Green.
Right
through the eye.
I love that your mind went there.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
He was in The Godfather.
Mo Green from The Godfather. He got shot while he was getting a massage.
Yeah,
right
through
in
the
the eye.
Yeah.
How about the horse head?
Yeah.
I remember the horse head.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mo Green was getting a massage somewhere in Vegas, and they walked in and shot him right in the eye.
Yeah.
Yep, they did.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I was just curious about that, Mr. Suter. I wasn't sure.
No,
what gambling would be like after all of that.
Gambling's, I mean, it's a diversion. I don't gamble that much, and I'm not the farthest thing in the world from a high roller.
That's funny because I thought when I drove through Vegas last week that I saw a Tom Suter Boulevard. Maybe I was wrong.
Yeah, I think so.
There is real quick, and I'll get off the phone, but there is a town in Wyoming called Wham-Suter.
Is there?
Yeah, it's right on the interstate going through, is it on 70 or 80? It's on Interstate 80.
Spelled
through,
S-U-T-E-R?
Wyoming.
Spelled S-U-T-E-R?
There may be a second T in there.
Yeah.
It may be W-H-A-M-S-U-T-T-E-R, but it's Wham-Suter. So there, you've got a town named after you. Captain's got a park. Now we just got to do something for Pat. We got to figure out something we can name after him. Okay, crickets again, so I'm going to get going.
Well, no, not cricket. I was thinking. Just trying to come up with something. And
I had crickets.
All right, you guys have a great weekend. Go
Thanks,
Hawks.
thanks, Jerry.
No, I'm trying to think.
Wham Sutter. I'm trying to remember if we've ever seen that. I don't know. Through South Wyoming, is that south of Rock Springs? And I don't know.
Couldn't tell you.
I've never been.
You've never been to what?
Wyoming.
I've been there. Grand Tetons.
Spent more time in Wyoming than I care to admit.
The Tetons are beautiful.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, there's some really beautiful spots in Wyoming. But I was there, I think, in I've driven through a few, but we went to a vacation there in 1974. That's how long ago it was. But I do remember how beautiful the mountains were.
Did that happen yesterday where I heard from Hattiesburg? We had a guy listening.
No, because you talked about it on Wednesday. So it happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you want to?
It must have happened on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Yeah, remember we talked about Southern Mississippi.
And being...
And
his mom working for Southern Miss?
It's all a blur to me.
But what's never... You have a tendency to recall
Southern Miss had a football coach named Bear Underwood. You don't even know that, do you, Steve?
Isn't that
Bear Underwood.
Isn't that a black actor?
No.
No, you're thinking of...
Blair Underwood?
Yeah, Blair Underwood.
Well, you could see why I would think of.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
And wasn't he he was in...
He was on ER.
ER? Okay, is that what it was?
Yeah.
So, but trying to think if there's anything... God, it's already 10:40. What do you got? You got Cops and then Molly. What's the rest of the lineup
Cops
look
and
like?
then Molly and then Lex and Terry.
Then Michael Mayer. Then the game with Sugar Ray.
What game you doing tonight?
Got,
Liberty.
Yeah. Liberty, 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 Liberty.
Do you guys still have that ad?
It runs on
the network.
Runs on our shows.
Okay.
Yeah, that should be a good game. Liberty and Waukee should be a real good game, actually.
Yeah. Waukee is both those schools are good. I think Waukee Northwest was the one. That's the one that has Dean Oliver's son, who's committed to Iowa, Isaiah. And I think right now, is Dowling ranked number 1 right now? I haven't seen the ranking.
Do not know.
But I've been told by some people, Liberty's got probably maybe the best chance of all the schools out here in the East. But Dowling,
I think Regina's got a.
I'm talking about 5A. Dowling and Waukee Northwest and Valley, I've been told, are probably the 3 teams to beat. Central Iowa's kind of had a stranglehold over the larger school stuff. But no, I think Regina's got a very legitimate chance to win. And West High's had a good season. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
Hello.
Hey, fellas.
Hey.
Funny you mentioned Regina, because I just ran into Frank Verducci at Ollie's.
Yeah, Frank still lives here with his wife.
That's what he said. And he's coaching for Nebraska now, he told me.
He's been there for a while. I actually texted Frank the other day when his brother was doing the World Series wearing a lavender suit with purple stripes. And
oh, my God.
It was interesting. His brother, Tom Verducci, does a really good job as a but, yeah, no, where'd you see Frank?
At Ollie's.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you said
I'm
that.
Christmas shopping.
Okay. But, yeah, no, Matt Rule has allowed him to basically work remotely.
No.
And I know
that's what he told me, yeah.
Frank is very appreciative of that. Yeah, I go, your brother has what appears to be a lavender purple striped suit coat working just fine on national TV in the World Series. That's impressive. Then Frank responded with a thumbs up emoji, but yeah, it was a lavender suit with purple stripes. What do you think of that, Suter?
That'd be an eye-opener.
Yeah, but he pulled it off. It worked. No, Frank's a good guy. I've known Frank for a long time.
Oh, excellent. Class act.
Yep.
Because I was working there when he was coaching with that incredible staff they had put together.
Yep. Suter's not going to be happy, though, because Frank coaches for Nebraska, and you don't like that, right?
We got a dinosaur just walked in. What the hell?
Yeah, I mentioned that. I said that Nebraska, that Cornhusker, that don't cut it with.
Yeah, what do you think of Verducci coaching with Nebraska?
I knew about it.
Are you happy about it?
I don't care.
You don't care? Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
My
And
God.
you mentioned John Murphy today.
What's that?
You mentioned John Murphy earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
in my
the
high school
Eagles
class.
John Murphy, not Bremer's John Murphy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was a good guy too.
Yeah,
Rivers,
they're
John.
both good guys.
Yeah. I'll let you go about quitting time.
All right, man. Nice outfit, Molly. I think that's Molly.
Was that
either that or it's a dinosaur?
Was that Ollie or Charlie?
Molly, come here.
It's me. It was
Are you going to have trick-or-treaters come? Are you going to be... You're not going to do it? I'm not either. You'll do it, won't you, Tom?
We really are. Our neighbor's going to do it, but we're not.
Well, the camera froze.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Suter.
Yeah, no problem.
I thought about leaving out like a bucket and just take one, but, first kid that comes up there, you're going to just dump it into his bag.
You can dance in front of that camera all you want. It ain't going to... It froze.
No, we have a lot of kids in our neighborhood, so no, we will be handing out candy happily.
So does Wopsy bark every time the door rings?
Pretty much.
Yeah, that drove me nuts.
Lily just took it in stride, and the cat didn't want to deal with it.
So Lily didn't want to be there for the exchange at the door?
Didn't
See,
she?
Lakota had to be right there.
She'd sit in the middle of the living room and look at us.
Yeah, Buddy did this. Buddy couldn't have cared less what was going on.
Yeah.
But if there was activity at the front door, Lakota was there.
Yeah. I loved Molly's outfit.
That was a neat...
What if they would have dressed up like a squirrel?
She would have attacked him. And then when she bit into him and realized it was a human, she would have let go.
Yeah, baby.
Well, that was a good costume.
Yeah.
That was a Tyrannosaurus Rex, right?
Yeah.
T-Rex.
Yeah.
That was my favorite dinosaur growing up. Did not like the band, though.
Mine too. No.
Did
Bang
not
Your
like
Gong?
it. Oh, I hated that.
Hated that song.
I hated that song. I think it's sad what happened to Mark Bolan, but I never understood.
No, I hated that song both times it was a hit.
Oh, I hated it.
Bang Your Gong, get it on.
Did you like T-Rex?
I had mine. I didn't care.
He died of a car accident, didn't he? I believe he did.
Yeah.
So.
Who did the Power Station, right?
Power Station did the...
That was Robert Palmer and others.
How about Tower of Power? Remember them?
Yeah.
I think, didn't their lead singer spend a bunch of time in jail? Didn't he? I think he did. I think
do not know.
One of their prominent band members, I think, ran afoul of the law.
Yeah?
In some serious stuff.
So he fought the law and the law won?
Google it. Tower of Power, lead singer or singer, jail. See what comes up. I don't want to falsely accuse anyone.
Could have been a law-binding...
You've heard of Tower of Power, haven't you?
Oh, of course.
I remember seeing them on the late night special. They were good. I mean, they had an interesting sound, but I'm pretty...
Didn't they do You're Still a Young Man?
That doesn't ring a bell. But I'm pretty sure what led to their demise was what he's looking up. Unless I'm getting it confused with somebody else. And weren't they out of San Francisco?
I don't know, but their horn section was very
good.
Very
Lead singer
good.
Rick Stevens was sentenced to life in prison for the murders of 3 men during a botched drug deal.
Wow.
He served 36 years before being paroled in 2012. He died in 2017.
Wow, I didn't realize.
Convicted of 2 counts of first-degree murder, 1 count of manslaughter.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of just brought the show down. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Wow.
I didn't realize it was a multi-killing.
Yeah.
A botched drug deal. Sure. Can you imagine that, going from being in a really successful, next thing you know, you're serving 36 years in jail for freaking murder? I mean,
how the mighty have fallen, I guess.
I'm surprised nobody's made that into a movie, and maybe they have. To me, that sounds like it's got movie written all over it, doesn't it?
I don't know. It'd be certainly a.
Did you see the Wonderland murders?
No.
The John Holmes. Did you ever see that movie, Captain? It was it I mean, you know what I'm talking about, the stuff with John Holmes, the murders that took place.
The porn guy?
Yeah, and it was his life went completely out of control. Gee, imagine that, a porn star's life going out of control. But
he performed in prison.
Oh, well.
Stevens. Yeah.
So, what would they bring the band in?
And then he talked to kids when he got out about
don't kill people.
Not killing people.
don't kill people. It's probably not the way to go.
What a bunch of crap.
You hadn't heard of that?
That he got. Well, I heard that they jail. I didn't know he killed people, but I mean afterwards he's it goes path at redemption. You killed 3 people.
In a drug deal.
Yeah, and now you're telling people after 36 years, hey, that's not a good idea.
Well, and then when he was being interviewed, his 24-year-old girlfriend said, we're not going to answer that question.
Yeah, I know. We're not talking about those murders.
God, I think he's been dead for 13 years. So that happened 50 years. That happened in the mid-'70s. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, all right, we're going to end it on that note?
Hey, on that...
his path at redemption. God. Well, okay, you killed 3 people, but,
who hasn't done that?
Yeah, at least you told people not to
do it. Hey, we had Wrestling Media Day on Wednesday, and I interviewed Ben Keeter. He's still not done with it. I was surprised. I thought he was going to say I'm done with football, but he's not. He did when I said, they recruited you to play linebacker, but what about playing defensive end so you can stay at a higher weight? And he said he's definitely open for that idea. I think if he does continue to pursue football, which I'm not completely convinced he will, if he wins a national title in wrestling this year, but we'll see. I respect the kid for wanting to do both. I think he's got a better chance, though, as a rush in, weighing 250, 260.
Yeah.
That'll keep him heavier for wrestling. And he won't have to cut, and I think that's his best chance if he does decide. But I'll tell you what, the fact that the kid still wants to play both sports, that says something about his competitiveness.
Yeah,
it really does, because that's not easy to play one sport at this level.
No.
So we'll end on that note. Now, we've gone from Rick Stevens to Ben Keeter. I think we're going to feel better ending with Ben Keeter.
Fair enough.
But that was my fault for bringing up that misery.
Police reports coming up with Captain Steve and Tommy Lang. That's just coming up, and then it'll be Molly Suter on the 1630 KCJJ.
KCJJ weather.